It is finally time, after a little over a month now, we've been running these bracket matches, but it is time for the grand finals. This is the first possible set, as Durdrak has not lost a set yet. Mathias has been put into the loser's bracket, so if Mathias wants to win this tournament, it's going to have to be him beating Durdrak twice in a row here, where Durdrak only needs to win once. It's a double elimination bracket that's very standard. But let's go ahead and let these players get started here in just a little bit. And once they are started, we should unveil the board here very soon. Let's see it. And we will also start our match timer. Let's take a look at that board. Ooh, Crossamon in second castle without defeating Crossamon boss. I'm going to be starring all of the second castle squares, the ones that require second castle investment, just so you guys know. Ooh, Force of Echo with Fire of Bat and Soul of Bat and Echo. It's a pretty lengthy square, but not too terrible because you always pick up Soul of Bat pretty much. And Fire of Bat is pretty convenient to pick up. It's in Clock Tower. Devil Familiar, Kill, and Imp. There are only imps in the second castle, so that's a second castle square. And then Beelzebub without transforming. This looks like a scary row one already, because Look Through the Telescope is a very rushable square. It's all the way in outer wall. You do lose about 40 seconds going for it early game, but if you are the first to get that square, that leaves row one as a possibility, where you just beeline to second castle, pick up a bunch of stuff to prep for that row one. Very scary stuff. The Devil one is awful. It is pretty bad. If you have Power of Mist and a decent amount of MP, you can make it work, though. Ooh, another rushable square. 40 damage with Spirit Orb, excluding crits. It does mean that you need to have enough strength or attack power in general to do 40 damage. We've seen a lot of players use stuff like Buffalo Stars or Neutron Bombs to proc the 40 damage. That was such a loud fart in my brain. Thank you, King Carpad, for the 5 gifted subs. I appreciate that. New randomized sub alert notifications, including fart reverb. You never know what you're going to get next. I appreciate the 5 gifted. Thank you. Another rushable square, by the way. Kill Gravekeeper with fist and kicks only. It's relatively rushable. You can get the guy as soon as the Coliseum, as soon as entering the Coliseum. Kill Guardian with Fairy Scroll active. Take damage from Confession Booth. Another rushable square. This is going to be a fucking insane beginning of the game. What are they going to go for? Confession Booth versus Gravekeeper. 40 damage versus Telescope. There's a bunch of rushable stuff. Spike Ball with Fairy Scroll active. Not the most rushable, but we've seen players get it done in like 10 minutes. 10 minutes into the game. So relatively rushable, all things considered. Have Bat Familiar kill a bat. Hippogriff without Soul of Bat or Gravity Boots. Another rushable square. Are you going to go for damage on the Confession Booth? Or are you going to go for freaking Hippogriff? I'm like throwing stuff around. I'm so excited. This board is insane. Barrel Circlet Room as the center square. Very lengthy. You have to go to the second castle for that. 3 Asgals with Fairy Scroll active. Ooh, Spirit Orb, Fairy Scroll, and Mermaid Statue on the board. Could combo with the 40 damage with Spirit Orb active. Kill 1 Cthulhu in both castles. Kill Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man. Explore behind both rotating bookshelves. A little bit of synergy there. Complete the spell menu. Open both demon switches with synergy with the demon killing the demon familiar killing a imp. Holy Glasses from Maria. I doubt either player is going for that. Kill a Skull Lord in both castles. Collect all Vlad relics. A column 3 that is exclusively second castle required. 1 Fire Demon and 5 Cloak Knights. You can do that in first or second castle. Ooh, and they start with the Jewel Knuckle. Wow, just in time. Mathias checks the inventory, doesn't want to lose out on a potential early library card, especially with so many rushable squares. An early library card would be insane, because you could then go through the telescope super quick. You can grab a Wolf while you're there. There's some crazy stuff you could do, for sure. Wow. And Durdrak, I believe, is on the right side and is slightly in the lead. Let me reset both players so that way I can make sure that they're synced up as far as time goes. Okay, then now they're synced up for the most part. I think they're about half a second apart as far as like loading from Twitch's end. So now that means Durdrak is solidly about a second and a half ahead, but it's still early enough that this second and a half lead does not necessarily mean much. They're both losing all of their equipment here, so it's going to come down to who gets better stat increases when they level up, which is random, but also who's able to adapt to that better and not take too much damage and slow down. Durdrak with a full 80 HP hasn't been hit once, it seems like, whereas Mathias has been hit once or twice, something like that. And Katana, okay, they're starting with a sword of some kind, a decent enough weapon. Not grabbing Cube of Zoe. And Mathias opts to grab Cube of Zoe. That could matter if Mathias finds a stopwatch for Doppelganger. That could speed up Doppelganger a serious amount. But is Mathias going to go out of his way to break candles to try and find one, is my question. Because that could be the make or break for rushing specific stuff that requires getting to Soul of Wolf first. Ooh, Mathias even damage boosting there. Very interesting. And I imagine Mathias is going to be breaking all of these candles here, trying to find a stopwatch. So if he finds a stopwatch along this path, that's a huge find for him. Doesn't find one yet. Gets a heart max up for his troubles. No stopwatch yet. But there are still plenty of candles to break that don't slow you down at all. So Mathias is behind, mostly due to picking up the Cube of Zoe, but I'm telling you, stopwatch would be a huge difference maker. Doesn't find it yet. Ooh, and we're starting to get to the point of the rest of the candles from here on out are pretty tricky to pick up without losing time, but Mace, really? Luck potion? Okay, Mathias opening the menu to solidify his equipment, but I don't know what the luck potion is there for. Very interesting. I feel like Katana does more damage than Mace, but maybe I'm wrong. Uses the luck potion early. Oh, he's using the luck potion to set up for the bloody zombies, because the bloody zombies have a very low chance of dropping, or sorry, a very high chance of dropping items. So increasing that chance even more. I wonder if he gets an item drop here, that could be impactful. He is bleeding time, though, and doesn't get an item drop. Very unfortunate, even with the luck up. Yeah, I would kill the axe armors, too, because they have a chance to drop stopwatch specifically. So, yeah, no stopwatch. And Mathias stops, he gives up on breaking certain candles. Damn. The Mace does one-shot the Axe Knights, though, so that's pretty nice. Yeah, Mathias is not going out of his way to break candles and is going down to get Spirit Orb. Okay, so Mathias is rushing the Spirit Orb tech. The issue is Katana enough damage to get 40 on the board? Because that's risky. If you don't have the means to immediately take advantage of the square, it seems pretty risky. Yeah, 22 damage, that's not enough. I don't think he has a throwable or anything. Hellfire? Is that enough? Holy shit, 72? I didn't know you could do that. I'm learning something new live during grand finals. Dude, that was a massive play. Holy. The only downside is Mathias has to do it because if he doesn't, there is a, in his mind, there's a risk that Durdrak is going for the same square. It's very rushable, like I said. So he has to claim the square right away to make sure he doesn't get sniped on it. But now, Durdrak knows that Mathias went out of his way for the Spirit Orb, so Durdrak can pretty easily go for Look Through the Telescope unencumbered here. So it should be a 1-to-1 play here. Unless Durdrak has a insano play where he's going to leave the telescope for Mathias to grab as well. If he doesn't go for telescope here, that would be like an insane setup, but maybe the board doesn't allow for it. Yeah, there is a world where you intentionally leave the telescope to make Mathias think that he sniped you on Spirit Orb, so that way he goes for the telescope, wasting even more time in the early game. But maybe not. Because I think if you can bait your opponent, especially with a second castle heavy board like this, if you can bait your opponent into wasting more time in the first castle while you get to go to the second castle and get priority on all the second castle squares, maybe that's a play that can work. Like we're seeing column 3 is very second castle heavy. We're seeing the diagonal is not, it's like not second castle heavy per se, but it has some second castle squares, including the barrel circlet. Row 1. Actually, row 1 is definitely a threat now for Mathias with Look Through the Telescope, actually. So maybe Durdrak was correct for beelining the telescope. Because now his second castle potential is looking pretty scary. Like, if you go kill Beelzebub without transforming and kill Karasuman as well, you then kind of, like, put the fear of God into your opponent. Like, I wouldn't even get the Devil card or the Devil Familiar or anything like that. You just get these squares to force your opponent into being like, fuck, he's going for a bingo line. I have to block him. These squares are pretty slow to get. And then while they're working on this stuff, you can just go get, like, I don't know, row 4 or something like that. Or go for, like, column 3 even. But that would require you to get the Devil Familiar. I don't know. It's a tough call. Matthew's still using the mace. I think Katana's just overall better. I think it's like, what, 30-something damage on the Katana? Yeah. And all that extra damage and time wasted versus Doppelganger. I think both of them have started to make small mistakes. Tiny mistakes. But we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, Dark Armor. That's definitely worth picking up if you're going for Beelzebub without transforming. That Dark Armor is huge. It makes you immune to all of Beelzebub's attacks except for the Poison Worms. And Durdrak doesn't go for it. He's probably worried about rushing early game, and he can grab it later on the way to maybe Fire of Bat or something like that. Maybe that's the plan. Ooh, Matthews tries to Soul Steal, messes it up. Well, Matthews grabbed the Dark Armor. No, both of them are ignoring the Dark Armor for now. I hope they make a mental note of it, though, because it is pretty damn strong. Did Durdrak get the Outer Wall Warp? I think he got it early, yeah? Like on the way up. And Matthews is getting it on the way down. Yeah, Durdrak with a very solid lead going into... Hello? Matthews? Oh, he just dropped some frames. We're back. Okay. Matthews, we see from Matthews' perspective now. He was, Twitch was having a little bit of an episode. But he's opting to go into the library early. Ooh, this is scary stuff here. Giving Durdrak free reign to essentially just go grab Bat. Like, there's no reason not to... So, and while he's doing that, that gives him priority on Hippogriff with Soul of Bat, with no Soul of Bat or Gravity Boots. Priority on Damage from Confession Booth. Priority on Gravekeeper. That's 3 squares that Matthews cannot contest right now. And Matthews is only going to get 1 square for his troubles, which is kill Spike Ball with Fairy Scroll active. I guess that also helps prep Matthews for Spirit Orb, Fairy Scroll, and Merman Statue, actually. Which is 1 square that blocks a bit, but it doesn't help Matthews' line potential at all. Very interesting. The board presence is going to be very tough for Matthews to come back from, in my opinion, if Durdrak unimpeded grabs Gravekeepers, Hippogriff, and Confession Booth. Matthews will be able to block the line for row 2. Oh, he already blocked row 2 with the this one. Okay, never mind. I'd go for Fairy Scroll as well. Yeah, maybe. Matthews is also checking the shop early to grab a shield, potentially. Yeah, he's grabbing a shield so he can start shield dashing. Hopefully that helps him make up some time, but... Durdrak, on the other hand, just beelining it. Oh, he's not even save splitting this. He's going straight for it. Yeah, Matthews is going to know exactly how far behind he is now, because right here, Durdrak is going to be using fists to kill this guy. Blammo. Gets the level up, clicks the square. Matthews knows he's like 3 minutes behind at this point. But that does tell Matthews that there's no way Durdrak has Fairy Scroll. So Matthews knows that he can get the Spike Ball with Fairy Scroll active whenever he wants. He doesn't necessarily have to go for it right away. Especially if you get sniped on Hippogriff and Confession Booth right now, which is going to happen. Maybe you save Spike Ball for later. Combine it with something else, if you can. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't think there's actually a more convenient time to come back here now that I'm looking at the board. Shit. This is looking tough for Matthews, I'm not going to lie. Because this should be Confession Booth and Hippogriff uncontested. Yeah, I think saving the Fairy Scroll for later would be better. And Purple Guy first try for Durjack. Wow. The Mathias believers are going to... It's looking rough right now. And again, this is a best 2 out of 3. Double elimination where Durjack is already in the advantage, having won their first set in winners finals. So if Durjack just wins 2 matches back-to-back here, he just wins the tournament. Like, that's the end of the tournament. Mathias is going to have to make a major comeback here if he doesn't win this first match. Like, this first race is going to determine a lot. It would mean Mathias would have to win the next 2 races back-to-back, reset the bracket, come back for another set sometime later probably. I doubt they're doing both sets today. They'd be insane for trying to. That much bingo would break my brain. So I wouldn't expect them to do both sets today. Okay, Mathias actually not fully caught up, but catching up. Because here's Hippogriff. The question is, will Durjack reset here? Durjack does soft reset. So that does lose him a little bit of priority on kill Karasamon without defeating Karasamon boss. So his row 1, he's kind of giving up priority on his row 1 a little bit. Because otherwise you could go grab the warp in Castle Keep. But that requires a little bit of more prep work where you get the warp in Alrox's quarters first. Yeah, after this race is over, whoever wins, when I join the Discord call, I'm going to ask the players, like, hey, no matter what happens next race, do you guys want to play out all 3 matches today, or do you want to just do 2 and then schedule another time? Or whatever. I'm going to leave that up to the players. I don't want to make them last minute decide whether it's going to be, you know, all 3 matches today for race number 1 or not. Mathias saves the game. Is he going for Spike Ball right now? Okay, he is. He's still about a minute behind on getting Soul of Bat here. I think Durjack was just going for the squares early game that felt comfortable, but now he has a couple of interesting kill shots here. If Durjack beelines to the second castle, gets Barrel Circlet, and then kills Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man, or the other way around, that puts Mathias in a really rough spot where I don't know what's going on with Mathias. He just got freaking big tossed. 1 damage? You just got to punch it, bro. Yeah, punches are better for sure. Ooh, Mathias, this is kind of rough. There you go. Yeah, double hit with punches is definitely faster. I think that it has like 100 HP. Anyways, if we force Mathias, or sorry, if Durjack forces Mathias to try and collect Holy Glasses from Maria, that's a lot of investment to block a bingo line. Because that is the thing is, like, if you are really good at bingo in general, you don't always have to have a plan right away. You can kind of make a plan on the fly based off of what you get early game, right? Like, if your opponent lets you get Damage Booth and Telescope, from there, you can then be like, okay, I kind of have a little bit of a diagonal line coming here. I have column 2 that looks pretty decent. I can threaten both by killing a Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man. And while I'm on the way over there, I can... This would be the play. Kill Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man. Before doing that, kill both Skull Lords in both castles. Dude, Mathias. He's been punching this fucker for like 20 minutes. This is what I meant to just come back for it later. Oh, sunk cost fallacy. That's so much. He lost like 2 minutes punching that freaking ball, dude. Fuck. Damn. But yeah, Durjack has 2 kill shots, and he kind of can pick whichever one he wants here, because they intersect here on kill Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man. So as long as Durjack gets this square, I think he can't be stopped. Like, that is... The bingo potential there is insane. Especially now Durjack knows he's really far ahead. At least he can infer that he's really far ahead, because Mathias just killed Spike Ball with Fairy Scroll, which means Mathias has Fairy Scroll, and just killed the spike ball. Unless Durdrack thinks that Mathias beeline to get Soul of Bat as soon as possible, grabbed Fairy Scroll, and then went back with like a warp. Maybe Durdrack thinks Mathias had enough time to do all of that. So maybe Durdrack thinks he's actually behind right now. Because if he thinks he's behind right now, he might not go for like a bingo line to just win it all. But Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man is the scariest square on the board right now if Durdrack grabs it. Because he's threatening 2 bingo lines at that point, which are really hard to stop. Especially if Durdrack also sets up Kill Skull Lord in both castles. If he sets up Kill Skull Lord in both castles and then gets Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man afterwards, and he can also prep Soul of Bat, Fire of Bat, and Force of Echo as well a little bit by grabbing the Fire of Bat on the way up. Grabs Jewel Sword. Mathias is not... Oh, no. What is Mathias doing? Is he going for Spirit Orb, Fairy Scroll, Merman Statue? Why is he doing it? That doesn't help him with a bingo line. It kind of blocks row 3, I guess. But it's so slow. What other squares does this help him with? Both demon switches? I don't know. Durdrack just gets Soul of Bat and gets to run wild in the second castle uncontested right now. With so many second castle squares on the board, this seems like maybe a miscalculation from Mathias here. We'll see if Durdrack reads the situation correctly, though. If Durdrack is aware that he can just go second castle and go freaking Skullomania on the second castle, whatever, we'll see. We'll be in for a very interesting setup here. That's for sure. We'll see. Where's Durdrack going? Oh, he's grabbing Fairy Scroll. He forgot Fairy Scroll. Meanwhile, Mathias is chilling in the freaking caverns. So Mathias is going to grab this square and then soft reset and then go to Cavern or Catacombs, I guess. Dude, Frozen Shade goes kind of crazy. Wow. I just keep looking at the board to see like what Mathias's plan is here, but it feels like such a slow idea to not get Soul of Bat. Especially with a second castle board that's like this prominent. And you have to be aware that there's 2 bingo threats on the board right now. Durdrack saving the game. Doing a full save here? And Durdrack is now aware that Mathias is low-key just like doesn't have you. I don't think there's a world where you can assume Mathias has Soul of Bat right now, right? Maybe if you're like hella paranoid. I don't know. But it looks like Durdrack is prepping column 2 right now. He's going to dive kick right now. He's not killing the Skull Lord? What? No Skull Lord? Oh, okay. Okay, Durdrack, no Skull Lord. My bad. For Karasamon? You don't need to care about the Karasamon square. It's all the way in the freaking corner over here. And this, like, row 1 doesn't necessarily need to win you the game if you're Durdrack. And, like, I don't know what Mathias's plan is. Is he trying to... Thank you, Canton, for the Prime sub. Much appreciated. Is Mathias going for a column 1, maybe? But I feel like you need Soul of Bat to to maneuver through these areas quickly. I'm very confused what Mathias's plan is here. He's going to grab the demon card. The issue with grabbing the demon card is doing both demon switches afterwards is like not the fastest thing in the world. And the Cerberus fight is also not super fast either. Ooh, Durdrak doesn't refill MP before going for this. He's going to lose all of his MP. Mathias getting blasted by Cerberus. Let's keep his head down. The puppy jumped. Puppy's dead. Does Durdrak even have library cards? To maybe come back and do Skull Lords as a snipe? To like prep it now and then save it for later? I don't think I saw any library cards. Well, there's demon card acquired. The question is there enough demon squares to really warrant doing this? It is both open both demon switches and Devil Familiar, kill an imp in column 3. But yeah, Durdrak sees the win condition, go second castle and win. Yeah. Mathias is now going to be going to the library, I think, with this warp. If collect all warps, or sorry, all castle 1 warps was on the board, I feel like this play would make a lot more sense from Mathias, especially if it was like the center square. But yeah, Durdrak is in this position. Mathias doesn't know it yet, and Durdrak doesn't know it yet. But I think Durdrak can just win here if he plays this correctly. If he plays the second castle correctly, he can just win here, because Mathias is like a solid 6 or 7 minutes before entering the second castle himself if he beelines it right there, right now. Because he needs to get Soul of Bat, and then he needs to go through Outer Wall. Through Outer Wall, through Clock Tower, and then all that stuff. So, well, there's the Skull Lord. Prepped. Weird to do Skull Lord in second castle and save Skull Lord in first castle for later. Because now Mathias could, funny enough, snipe that. Especially if Durdrak reveals that he's in the second castle before Mathias gets to the clock tower. Yeah, he is delaying the information to Mathias that he's in the second castle, which I do think is pretty smart. Ooh. Oh, he didn't set up a save split here? Oh, I guess he... What would that kill? I guess his Force of Echo play, if he's going for that, actually. Yeah, that would kill his Force of Echo play. Well, we'll see. Yeah, actually, now that you mention it, this is very smart from Durdrak. This gives Mathias no information. Is that a glitch? Durdrak? Cheating with a glitch in my stream? I can't believe it. Never mind, Durdrak's disqualified. I can't believe you Badu carded in grand finals. Banned. Yeah, Weecock, you are correct. Not giving the information to Mathias where you are is pretty strong here. It's a little risky because it does give your opponent the ability to snipe you here. But like I said earlier, yeah, Durdrak's not even giving away information with this square right here. Kill 5 Cloak Knights. You can technically do that in first castle. However, if I'm Mathias and you wait this long to press this square, it means you're either on your way to the second castle, or you're already in the second castle. So it did delay information, but if I'm Mathias, I'm like, okay, he's in the second castle for sure. And he's going for Scarecrow Tin Man, probably. Mathias is going to go behind the bookshelf. Durdrak has already done that as well. He is prepped behind the bookshelves. Ooh, Onyx, not bad. And Marcel acquired for Mathias. Mathias is finally going to have a pretty decent weapon now. I'm sure he's happy about that. Yeah, I agree, Crazy. I think Durdrak would probably be better off not killing the Cloak Knights right away. maybe make a save split to do that later if you want to really conceal information. Because in my opinion, you don't want to tell your opponent you're in the second castle until you kill Lion, Scarecrow, Tin Man. Because no matter what, Durdrak needs that square. Because that threatens 2 bingo lines. However, luckily for him, Matthews can't really counter right away. Because, like I said, he was really far behind on getting Soul of Bat. Matthews prepped way too much stuff in the first castle, unfortunately. However, if Matthews is able to block enough in the second castle and kind of stabilize, he has the warp in the caverns, in the mines, to maybe do something with, like, collect Holy Glosses from Maria or complete the spell menu. I don't know, man. Bat Familiar kill. No, none of this stuff. The more I'm looking at it, going to the mines was really only for the demon switches and the have Devil Familiar kill an imp. That's it. Wow. So with that in mind, all of, like, the 10 minutes Matthews spent to get 2 squares that don't even have synergy on, like, the board itself. It doesn't block, like, key lines. Matthews might be able to snipe here with Skull Lords, though. Matthews does prep the first Skull Lord, which is huge. It stems the bleeding. He's not going to get outright bingoed on. Durdrak is going to explore behind both rotating bookshelves. 7 squares for Durdrak. He might not need a bingo anymore at this point. I mean, he didn't really need one to begin with because he has 7 right now. Matthews only has 3, but definitely scary. Ooh, Matthews, be careful here. Nice. Doesn't get hit. RJ, I think Durdrak skipped Skull Lords to specifically conceal his information where entering the second castle. You don't want to tell your opponent too soon that you're entering the second castle, because then they are going to stop what they're doing to try and catch up and snipe stuff in the second castle or stem the bleeding in whatever ways that they can. So, yeah. Both players, by the way, have killed Kurasamon in the first castle, so neither of them can grab this square right now. Durdrak probably has like a 5-minute lead in the second castle. However, Matthews is aware that Durdrak has been on the left side of the second castle. Can he do anything on the right side to block? Beelzebub without transforming. He's going to have to do Skull Lords and Barrel Circlet Room. And Barrel Circlet Room is on the right side. Matthews needs to do Skull Lords and Barrel Circlet Room to kind of stabilize a little bit. He has the ability to do both demon switches before Durdrak can. Durdrak is going to collect all Vlad relics, probably. Neither of them have killed a Cthulhu, but they can prep a Cthulhu in the second castle, come back to the first castle to get the square. If Matthews goes right side, I think he might be able to stabilize a little bit. Because he should be able to block Asgals, he should be able to block Beelzebub, he should be able to block Barrel Circlet, and he can prep Cthulhu. I don't think he goes for demon switches right away. I think he maybe lets that one go. But that blocks most possible bingos. He could also go for Fire Demon as well. This is going to be Skull Lord right here. Key block needed to happen. Come on. Come on, Matthews. Dude, the Skull Lord's trolling. This is why you got to grab Leapstone. Oh, he didn't grab Leapstone. We'll see if Durdrak goes Caverns right away. I imagine he will because of Force of Echo, but maybe not. He might not go there anymore because his Force of Echo square got sniped. Dude, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, Durdrak is so aware that he doesn't need to go for Force of Echo anymore because it doesn't even lead to a bingo. Instead, he's going for Majority. Yeah. Whew. Is this Guardian? Kill a Guardian with Fairy Scroll? Yeah, don't fucking do that. Good call by Durdrak. Neither of them have enough firepower to kill a Guardian safely, I want to say. So you want to go for the Asgals instead. But even then, the Asgals are kind of tough. Yeah, Durdrak is aware. He's literally, in this moment, he is realizing, oh shit, I have to kill Asgals with this shit? Like, Marcel's great, but it's not like... super mega ultra S tier without additional stat buffs. So now what do?
Stop talking to me! Oh god, it's fine.
Thank you, Terra Juice, for gifting a sub to Darth Madamus. I appreciate that a lot. This is tense. Matthew's grabbing the Heart of Vlad, fair enough. Neither of them knows if the other is going for all Vlad relics. What's Durdrak's plan here? Smart Potion! That should be enough. Smart Potion is literally all you need to kill a Guardian. Well, does Durdrak know that, though? The other issue with killing an Asgall here, or killing 3 Asgalls even, is that if you push them off the screen, it slows down your ability to kill them by a lot. There's 1 Asgall down, though. Already? Holy. No, Matthias. Do not do this. It's not worth it. No! Wait, the Devil fucking Familiar just slashed a bunch of imps right away. No shot. No, Matthias is killing them. Oh, okay, he gives up. Correct call. Don't do that. But why is he going this way? Is it just... Oh, for the Cthulhu! Okay, he's prepping the Cthulhu. That's the 3rd Asgall, yep. Durdrak kills 3 Asgalls. Matthews comes all the way over here to refill MP? Why? He's going out of... He doesn't have gravity boots. Is he going to slowly fly up the shaft to grab the warp? Oh, no. I think you have to say fuck the warp and just go for Beelzebub. But maybe he won't because he's scared that Durdrak is going for Beelzebub? Damn. Durdrak going out of his way to get the Asgalls and then leaving might actually be what it takes to fuck up Matthias's route here. Because I don't think this warp is worth it. Yeah, Matthias is going out of his way for this warp. Wow. Yeah, 13 squares is majority on a board like this. Matthias is leaving? No. Big mistake, Matthias. Big mistake. You needed... Oh, maybe he didn't trust himself going for Barrel Circlet then? Oh, yeah, and Durdrak is fully aware. Smart Potion plus Tetra Spirits should be enough to kill this Guardian. Each Tetra Spirit should be doing like 12 damage per tick, so... Maybe a little bit more? Uh-oh. Did I lie? Oh, he has a Mana Prism! Huge. Yeah, this should kill the Guardian with the... It's a slow square, but it should happen. Oh, Matthews is going out of his way for Power of Mist. So... Yeah. Kill Guardian with Fairy Scroll active. Did he just turn off Fairy Scroll? Oh, he just double-checked it. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I was going to say. That was weird. He just checked to make sure that he had it. Okay. Yeah, Durdrak is going for Barrel Circlet right now. And this is where Matthias, I think, kind of messed up. As he needed to... He didn't know, because obviously we have more information watching both players' perspectives, but he needed to go for Barrel Circlet. Because, like... This complete domination of the center and off-center squares is just so powerful. Like, Matthews is doing a good job of blocking most of the bingos. Yeah, Matthews is going to kill both Cthulhus. But Durdrak is going to get a Fire Demon and Barrel Circlet Room right now. Oh, you have Power of Mist. Okay, I guess he doesn't want to use it. He just wants to kill the Nova Skeleton and get rid of it entirely. There's both Cthulhu's killed. That doesn't give info to Durdrak necessarily, because that could tell Durdrak that he killed the Cthulhu in the second castle. So Durdrak doesn't know which castle Mathias is in right away. Mathias is probably going to go for... Yeah, there's just too much stuff that requires second castle here, man. Like, there's definitely enough for Durdrak to, I think... Yeah, he can go for all Vlads. He can go for, like, Barrel Circlet, all Vlads, Beelzebub, and then the Echo stuff, and that's majority. The Bat stuff. I mean, collecting all Vlads is a little slow here for Durdrak. Maybe, because he's missing 3. Oh, he only needs 3, yeah? Yeah. So, and he's save splitting it? Ooh. Wait, he's not going for Beelzebub? I'd go for Beelzebub and Fire Demon here. Maybe Durdrak is scared that Mathias is going for that because he saw the Cthulhu's. Oh, no, he had a save for reverse entrance. Oh, he's just doing this as a save split to save like 10 seconds. Yeah, the other issue is Mathias is now forced to block this Holy Glasses square. I said from the very beginning that this Holy Glasses square, if you can force Mathias into blocking this, like, Mathias is in a ton of trouble, right? He basically has to gamble that Durdrak will not go for this slow-ass bingo, and instead Mathias needs to go for majority here. Counter majority, even, which is near impossible because he's behind by 5 squares. Neither player can do the kill Karasamon in second castle square right now because both players have killed Karasamon in first castle up to this point. So, what's Durdrak doing? He gets Fire Demon, then he resets. Back to reverse entrance again? To warp away? He's not going to kill Beelzebub without transforming? Oh, he doesn't have gravity boots. Yeah, that actually, yeah. Trying to kill Beelzebub without transforming and no gravity boots is pretty rough. Probably not worth going for, I guess, in that scenario. Mathias has Bat Familiar, so he's going to have Bat Familiar kill a bat in the chapel, maybe? But why is he going to the mines? Just to prep demon switches, maybe? Yeah, he's prepping demon switches. Because Mathias, I think, has to win by majority here. He has no bingo potential anymore, except... Well, actually... Hold on. There is a little bit of a counter bingo potential with column 1. The issue is Mathias would need to column 1 bingo somehow before Durdrak gets to majority and he's 2 away. It's just not there. It's so close, but it's just not there. Where the fuck is Mathias going? Oh, he's going for Gold Ring. Oh, he sees it too. Yeah, okay. Mathias sees it too. He needs the bingo line. So he's trying to throw a Hail Mary, I think, right now. The issue is Durdrak's in Castle Entrance. Why is he in Castle Entrance? He might see that that's Mathias's last bingo line potential, and he's going to block it right now. That's exactly what Durdrak is doing. Fuck. I imagine there's a save before Karasamon, maybe. But even then, I think Durdrak is aware of the situation. He's just going to snipe Bat Familiar, kill a bat. And I think this is the correct play because you have such an advantage. Even if you yourself get sniped going for this, it's fine. You just take the L and you just move on. He's even prepping all spells as well. Yeah, no. This is why the Holy Glasses square is so brutal to force your opponent into, right? Mathias not only needs to block with Holy Glasses, which is why he's prepping it so early and saving the Bat Familiar for later, giving Durdrak the ability to block that line now. It also is just like, it's so slow. Like all of the cutscenes, all of the bosses, all of the movement from one side of the castle all the way to the other side, and then opening up the hatch in the center room, like, yikes. Yeah, there's bat card. I imagine Durdrak is just going to kill the quickest bat. He's just going to block the line. Because Durdrak's not going for holy glasses. Like, that is very clear. He basically is threatening the bingo line without actually having to do it himself. But he wants to make sure Mathias doesn't have a chance to counter bingo. Because that's his only lose condition. Like, this is very well played from Durdrak. I expertly played all around. No notes. I think he played pretty much flawlessly. Even the one question mark that I had, which was not picking up Skull Lords right away, was actually a really smart play in hindsight to preserve information. Yeah, Mathias can't even go for freaking gravity boots right now, man. It's close, too. Mathias is close to killing a bat right now with Bat Familiar. He just needs to get to Chapel, which is, you know, maybe like a minute away. But Durdrak is here first. And it's not GG's, but it might as well be. As soon as this bat dies. There it is. Yep. And now the only way for Mathias to win is Mathias would need to snipe Durdrak on all the squares that he is going for, back to back to back to back to back. What, 6 times? 7 times? Yeah, and Durdrak is going for spells right now. He's just prepping them. Checking the spell menu. You're 2 away. Summon Spirit, Tetra, Hellfire, Wing Smash, Wolf Charge, Soul Steal. Yeah, he just needs brothers. He just needs sword bros. Which Mathias doesn't have the chance to block right now, unfortunately. Yeah. Damn. Expertly played from Durdrak here. He just had the right reads, and he just read the board correctly. Like, Mathias really put himself in a pretty rough spot early game. Not going for Soul of Bat early. Wow. This is pretty much a victory lap for Durdrak. He doesn't know that he's going to win this square because, like, from his perspective, Mathias hasn't marked a square in, like, 6 minutes, 5 minutes. Something like that. So, as far as Durdrak is aware, he doesn't know that he sniped Mathias on the Bat Familiar stuff. He's probably somewhat aware of it, considering Mathias's win condition was definitely that bingo line, but this should be GG's here in a second. Time to summon Zorlo, and it's time to gather the Brother Soul Blades. GG's. Yep. Not bad at all. GG's, Durdrak.
GG's.
Yo, GG.
That was a wild board. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, I wanted to ask you guys now, before the next match starts, are you guys planning on doing 3 matches potentially today, or 3 races potentially today, or just 2?
I'm down for 3.
I am okay with 3. I would like to get this done before the end of the year.
Makes sense.
Yes,
All good. All right, then we'll take a quick break, and I'll set up the next race now then.
All right.
Cool.
Alrighty, chat. We will be right back in just a little bit here with the next race, potentially the final race of the tournament. Let's see. All right, we are back with race number 2 with my co-commentator on the other side there, Milk Bob. Milk Bob, how you doing? Oh, wow, I think this stream sure is great. You should like, comment, and subscribe, especially if you're watching on Dragon Blitz Daily. Thank you, Milk Bob. Appreciate it. Hold on right here. I don't know what. Get out of there. What the fuck? If he tries to join the race again, sorry, there's something weird happening on the Discord. Okay. Sorry about that. I was just making sure that whatever Nate is doing is not in this race channel.
Cool, take it.
Yeah. All right. Now you'll get about 30 seconds and see you in a second. Dude, what the fuck? That was weird. Anyways, we're doing it live. These racers are going to get started here in just a second. Update the win count for Dirtjack. I will do that in just a second. But now these racers should be getting going in just a little bit. There it is. Let's get that board up and running for us. We are looking at 40 or more damage with Spirit Orb again. Like I said before, very rushable. Defeat Galamoth, a very slow square. Karasmon in second castle. Kill one Valhalla Knight in both castles. And then defeat Alrox with Sword Familiar summoned. A classic. Cthulhu in both castle. Kill Richter. Mist could pass messages. We haven't seen that in a little while. Kill a Dodo Bird. Rare square. I don't think that's shown up in the tournament yet. Wild stuff here. Wild stuff. And we have all three types of spectral swords. Another rare square. Both red Venus Weed, blue Venus Weed, Skull Lord in both castles. A lot of both castle maneuvering for this board. I like that. Collect Holy Glasses from Maria as the center square. Holy shit. And then collect Vlad Relics is right next to it. Oh, defeat Scylla with Holy Symbol active. These are slow squares. We're going to have a long one here, folks. Kill one Fire Demon. Press the shortcut between Castle Entrance and Marble Gallery. That's a pretty rushable square, all things considered. Timer start. True, for sure. Oops. Reverse Cave Apple, Life Apple location. All Castle 2 warps. Another slow square. Beelzebub without transforming. Kill Hunting Sword. Sword Lord, Hunting Girl, and Azagal. Have Ghost Familiar kill a Ghost. Infinite Peanut Room. Devil Familiar kill an Imp, and all Castle 1 warps. Holy shit, dude. This board is so slow. Oh my god. Let me reset both players to make sure they're accurate. Here we go. Damn. Crazy stuff. I can't even be... Dude, I'm trying to think of how you even want to try and route this stuff out. We already see 2 bingo lines that look relatively fine. Column 4 and row 4 both look pretty juicy. Nothing too crazy on either column 4 or row 4. But you still have to collect all Vlad Relics here. All Castle 2 warps is also pretty slow. I don't know. This is a toughie. Maybe row 1 is actually a secret pick? Oh, but getting to Galamoth and then killing Karasamon in second castle, they're pretty far from each other. Column 1, Cthulhu in both castles isn't terrible. Both Venus Weeds requires the demon card. It's tough, man. This is a tough board. Drac loves slow boards. He's going to do some bullshit like Mist Rise to Gravity Boots. Maybe. I don't know. There's not like many restrictions going on here. And in a reversal from last seed, Matthews with a pretty strong lead. I think it's like a solid 10-second lead almost right out of the prologue. Dirtjack must have had a rough Dracula fight. I was too busy reading the board. Yeah, Milk Bob, how are you feeling about the board so far? This looks like bullshit. You should feel bad about creating such a terrible, awful board, Mr. Streamer. All right, fuck you, Milk Bob. And I don't think Mathias even opened his menu to check for a library card. Maybe he sees that there's nothing too rushable right now, so maybe the library card is just not like on his mind. I don't know. feint row 1 to force your opponent into fighting Galamoth. Maybe. The thing is when you force your opponent into a bad square, you want to make sure it doesn't end up actually benefiting them in the long run. By opening opportunities for counter bingos or potentially putting them in a situation where it's like, well, I have to go kill Galamoth. I guess while I'm doing that, let me go, I don't know, kill both Venus Weeds or something like that. Maybe not for Galamoth, but dude, this board is incomprehensible. And especially after that last race, I doubt both players are going to be fully invested in seeing every possible square opportunity on the board. Oh, Matthias falls down and loses like 10 seconds, and Durdrak's in the lead now. Damn. Just goes to show one mistake. And all of a sudden, the lead is flipped. And that does leave the 40 damage as a potential... Ooh, Knuckle Duster found as well. I was going to say 40 damage with Spirit Orb is rushable, so maybe now, if Matthias was planning on rushing that before... Ooh, Durdrak also takes a hit, but not nearly as severe of one. It's still close. Why does Milk Bob sound like Michael Mouse? I don't know. He's small on the screen, so that's just my instant thought for what he might sound like. Okay. I think Beans is hacking up a hairball or something. He just started making this awful noise. Hold on. Let me check on my cat. He's fine. He hates being on stream. I don't know what his problem is. But he's fine. Yeah, he just started... I think he was like choking on his spit for a second there. He was sleeping too. And he just woke up and was like... I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Calm down there, bud. Okay. Durdrak still in the lead. And is now making his way towards the Spirit Orb, yeah. They're both they both lost a decent amount of health. So I'm not sure if Durdrak was just slightly more consistent in his movement, but... Ooh, Buffalo Star. Yeah, you just throw that shit. Yep, easy. Blammo. Ooh, yeah, you know what? Pick up that Opal Circlet. You earned it. Yeah, with that in mind, Matthews just says, fuck it. I'm going to beeline it out of there. So Matthews down one square, but it's not the end of the world, all things considered. Especially with I mean, this seed is going to be a long one. I can't even begin to try and plan out a route. And I'm not the one racing. I can stare at the board all I want and not have to look at the game at all. And it's like, bro, what do you even really start going for? I think you just start going for whatever, because I don't think there's a real bingo threat on the board right now. Like, there's no early game bingo threats. So I think you just collect as many squares as quickly as you can. And once a formation starts to form on the board of your squares versus your opponent's squares, that's when you start to make some bingo plans. I think that's probably what's going to happen. And in all honesty, I think that works out really well for Durdrak. He's somebody, I think, who just has the on-the-fly routing built into his brain a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong, but... he seems to thrive in complex bingo situations. Matthias obviously very good as well, but I think Matthias will sometimes show small oversights that lead to just like, especially versus Durdrak, lead to bleeding a few key squares. And as soon as those get stolen, the potential for a comeback becomes very difficult. Column 2 isn't too bad. It's not, yeah. In fact, pressing the shortcut actually low-key is a pretty crucial square now that I'm looking at it. Because you could force some serious doo-doo onto your opponent to force them to do Galamoth or force them into all Castle 2 warps or something like that. Right? Because at this point, you're no longer playing for a bingo. You're playing to almost get a bingo and then force your opponent into something terrible. Like, the issue with forcing your opponent to collect all Holy Glasses, if you want to threaten that, is that it opens up the counter potential because it's the center square. So, that is the scary part. That is the scary part. Actually, hold on. This diagonal doesn't look... Outside of collect Holy Glasses... Yeah, kill Dodo Bird is really slow. Yeah, I just don't see a bingo line that doesn't have at least one terrible freaking square on it. Row 3 looks atrocious. All Vlad relics. Holy Glasses. Yeah, it's so bad. Honestly, I think column 4 low-key is the best one because you get to collect all Vlad relics and do all Castle 2 warps, which is like... Oh, I should star this. Those two squares you can kind of do at the same time because every Vlad relic is pretty close to a warp. I can't stop staring at Milk Robert Bob every time you talk. Yeah. He's my little guy. He's my buddy. Is Mathias going to Outer Wall? Okay. Mathias with the lead. Leaving Outer Wall, I mean, and going towards Marble Gallery. Very interesting stuff here. Yeah, Durdrak is up one square, but in all honesty, outside of column 1, which doesn't look that crazy, this square doesn't lead to bingo threats, really, because this diagonal is not happening. All Castle 2 warps and all Castle 1 warps on the same line, you're not doing that. No, you're not doing that. That's so slow. That's investing so much time. I think getting the Demon Familiar is going to be important. I don't know. Even then, it's tough to say. This is kind of like a wait and see moment for sure. Can Durdrak make up time with the goated book jump? Or not book jump, but wolf jump. Yeah, Matthew's still in the lead, though, but not by a ton. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Jazz flute is not the vibe. This is the vibe. This is potentially the last match of the tournament. And Mathias enters the Coliseum. Slightly ahead of Durdrak. At this point, are both players just rushing for Soul of Bat? I think on this board that is the correct play. Because there's so many slow squares, you need Soul of Bat as early as possible to mitigate how much time you're going to spend on these squares. I think this is the correct play for sure. Yep, I think Mathias agrees. Is beelining it for the boss fight. Durdrak not far behind. Let's see the strength value is high enough. Ooh, Fury Plate acquired. Goes for the Tetra Spirit setup. This is the classic glitchless setup. Ooh, with the Holy Water. Slight optimization. Oh, Durdrak is so close. All up in Minotaur's armpit. I thought he was going to get hit there for sure. Tetra Spirit punch. Clean kill from Durdrak as well. What is Matthews doing? Okay. Okay. Huge. Prepping. Big prep. Durdrak as well. Here you want a Summon Spirit to get past, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Hunting Girl killed as well. That makes sense, yeah. Hunting Girl is on the board. We also have Valhalla Knights on the board. Okay, so both players playing pretty smart here. Tetra Spirit should definitely kill the Hunting Girl, yep. Neither player has Fairy Scroll, so they can't kill the, what's his name? The Spectral Sword. Is Bladehammer Gurkha on the board? Why is Matthews killing that guy? Oh, it's just to get past him? Okay. Fair enough. I mean, Holy Water is busted, so. Durdrak, what you doing? Durdrak, what you doing? What is Durdrak doing? What the Drak doing? Swords? He can't, though. You need Fairy Scroll for that. Chat. Read. With Fairy Scroll active. He is going to Castle Keep because he wants to get Karasamon without killing Karasamon boss. So he's getting the Keep Warp. So he is forgoing early bat. That is a risky play. Shield Rod acquired, though. This still is an item randomizer, so the items you find along the way could end up mattering. And neither player has, like, OP weapons or anything like that. Shield Rod could come into play, though. We don't know what's in the shop yet. Gladius as well. Not that that really matters. They both have some cash. Jewel of Open acquired. Library cards for 200. Duplicator for 4K! Oh, what does he buy? What does he buy? Buffalo Star for 2K. That's all of his money if he buys it. Instead goes for the one library card. Oh, but Matthews didn't throw his Buffalo Star from the start of the game, so he still has his Buffalo Star. Matthews with the Buffalo Star Elixir combo plus Duplicator. Ooh, shit. Okay, big, massive. If he finds a Mana Prism, that can get really dicey, especially with early Soul of Bat acquired. Holy. Yeah, Durdrak is going to need a little bit more cash than Matthews, so that way he can rebuy a Buffalo Star since he used his early. But it's not out of the question here. Yeah, this could get really ugly really quick for Durdrak specifically by choosing this route. He's doing extra item checks as well. Let's see if this pays off. An Opal! Okay, he'll be able to buy whatever the frick he wants now. Okay. So yeah, Durdrak won't be behind as far as equipment, as long as he reads the menus properly, but still. Matthews is going to have Soul of Bat early. Dude, what a duplicator. Wow. This is why the item rando is a thing, by the way, is to have moments like this. Oh, Matthews gets some money back. Yeah. So he's fine. He can buy another Buffalo Star if he wants to now. Yeah, he's going to library card out because he has infinite library cards. He doesn't need to buy another Buffalo Star right away, but he could. This is a brilliant spectator sport. Thank you, Silent Starly. I thought so. Look, bingo is tried and true amongst the speedrunning community. It's one of the longest standing competitive formats before any randomizer ever existed. So simply combining the two to make a tournament out of it makes sense. Oh, Durdrak's going for Power of Mist. He wants to Flea Ladder right now. Yeah. Honestly, I respect it, but it's very chaotic right now. If Durdrak gets this flea ladder, that could be huge, but he kind of needs it because he's giving up a lot of time right now for it. Honestly, I would reset the room. It's much more consistent if you reset the room. But Durdrak says, fuck it, we ball. Yeah, you got to reset the room now. I don't think there's enough. There's not enough guys. Yeah. Will Durdrak reset the room and sunk cost fallacy his way into a Power of Mist? Yep. He's going for it. He said, I don't need Soul of Bat. Yeah, this dive kick setup, if you constantly dive kick and jump through this room, usually they are set up properly, but I think he got a little unlucky there. Oh, this setup looks good. Yup. Oh, Durdrak, huge with the Power of Mist. He now has Out of Logic Flight. Now, what is he going to do with this? I don't know. There's shortcut press for Matthias. Ooh, and he's going to prep the Cthulhu. There's Cthulhu prepped. Matthias is prepped Cthulhu. He is prepped Hunting Girl, Sword Lord. I imagine he's killed a Sword Lord by now. There's the one above the outer wall warp. I imagine both players killed it. Maybe not. Where's Matthias going now? No shot. Durdrak is going to kill Richter. Is he killing Richter to bait Matthias into going into the second castle right now? No fucking way. That's the thing about the Kill Richter square, is it tells your opponent that you have access to the second castle. If you want to go there, you have access to it. And Durdrak hasn't marked a square in like 11 minutes. Matthias has no clue that Durdrak does not have Soul of Bat right now. Oh, but Matthias is on his way there anyways. Fuck. Damn, it doesn't work out that well then, huh? I think Matthias is on his way there right now. So this actually doesn't work as a bait. Uh-oh. Durdrak, no! Oh, the anti-air. He blocks the whip animation. Oh, the anti-air again. Okay, he gets it. He gets the square. But now what? Matthias sees it. And he killed the Skull Lord. I imagine Matthias killed the Skull Lord. I wasn't paying attention. Otherwise, why did he go in there? What is the plan? Matthias is doing a shit ton of prep work. Is he going to the caverns now? Matthias might be going to the caverns to grab the devil familiar. What is he doing? Oh, Mist could pass. I forgot about Mist could pass. Holy shit. There's so much to keep track of. These players' brains must be melting. Yeah, I think Matthias is now going to the caverns. Meanwhile, Durdrak is grabbing ghost cards so he can have the ghost kill a ghost. While he's doing that, he could also kill a Cthulhu. If he wants to prep both Cthulhus, he probably will because it's on the way. This diagonal is not going to happen. It's the three of the slowest squares on the board. Collect Holy Glasses, all Castle 2 warps, and all Castle 1 warps. But we'll see. Neither player got the first Mist Gate, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they got the first Mist Gate, Mist could pass message. Because they both left through the bottom. They didn't mist through the gate. Right? Maybe I'm crazy. What is he throwing? It's a buffalo star. It's a throwable star. It's a throwing star, like a ninja star. It's a single-use item that you can use over and over again if you have a duplicator. I can check. If you can check for me, yeah, double, because that might matter. I'm sure both players are actually well aware of what they've done, but we do need to double check just in case. There's a lot of progression squares on the board here, so. Gravity Boots acquired. Ghost card. Ghost kills a ghost. Now where is he going? I think Durdrak is probably going to go up and grab Gravity Boots right now? Yeah, not having Soul of Bat is looking rough for Durdrak. Ghost is best familiar IMO. I agree. Yeah, neither of them missed through the Coliseum gate. Matthews is going back for it, I think, right now. I thought Matthews would definitely go to Caverns. Refilling MP probably, yep.
Tribute.
Rabu.
Steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Matthews got Coliseum missed message, but Durdrak didn't. That's confirmed by Crazy Four Blades right now. Okay. Well, I think Matthews is actually the only one going for the missed messages, so that makes sense that he's like on top of it. Thank you, Rabu, for the 46 months. Holy. So this is the 4th missed message, yeah? Oh, Spectral Sword down. Did Matthews kill the other Spectral Sword too? Holy shit, Matthews is fucking cooking right now. He's behind on squares, but he's prepped like almost everything. Yeah, this is his last missed could pass message. Blammo. He's not even gonna grab Silver Ring! Dude, you might as well. You're so close. Just grab Silver Ring, bro. Holy Glasses is the center square. He doesn't give a shit. He said, nah, I don't need it. He said, I don't need it. What the fuck? Damn. Durdrak, if you have the tab open still, can you double check and make sure that Matthews killed the other Sword Lord in Allrox's quarters? I'm pretty sure he would do that, especially if he went out of his way to kill the other sword, but... And he also has, like, freaking Buffalo Stars and shit. Yeah, no, Matthews is literally a Mana Prism away from just running away with this. He's grabbing Power of Mist. He's going to grab Leap Stone as well. Low on MP for Matthews, but... Yeah, Durdrak is really far behind. This is what I was saying earlier. Delaying getting the Soul of Bat for this long just ended up being, I think, too much time loss. Matthews, though, he's prepping a lot of squares, but he's not cashing in on them yet. Like, he's not going to the second castle to cash in on those squares that he's prepped, like the Valhalla Knight. He hasn't done Skull Lord yet, I don't think. But, like, the Hunting Girl and Asgul's, stuff like that. So, we'll see. Matthew's doing what now? He's going to Outer Wall to go to Caverns finally? He didn't prep Skull Lords. He's going this way for Caverns? Okay. Interesting. Especially when the Allrox Warp was available. Very interesting. Hey, yo. Why is Durdrak's shit look so different? Durdrak's Wing Smash looks insane. Did Durdrak get the duplicator? Not yet. I think he's on his way to get it right now. He sees the duplicator. He has so much money. Yeah, he buys it. He can get his Buffalo Stars, library cards. He can get whatever he needs, yeah. Honestly, I'd get a life apple just in case, but that's just me. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't come up. So Matthias did go to the caverns, like I said. But now what? Okay. He's going for the demon card. No, he just wants the warps? No demon card? Oh, Matthias is doing this just to block. Oh, he's doing it first. Okay, he's going for all warps first. Now he's grabbing demon card. He's going to open the demon switch. He just wanted to block that, this diagonal, and that was the best square to block it with. Yeah, because you're not going to do all castle 2 warps, and you're not going to be forced into holy glasses again. Actually, really smart call from Matthias to prioritize that. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Durdrak, 30 minutes in, finally gets Soul of Bat. Now what does he do with it, though? This is going to go down to majority based off of how slow the square collection is. I kind of agree. Yeah, I think neither player is trying to force a specific line. I think it would be really dangerous to try and force a specific line because the squares are so slow. If you get sniped on any of them, it's like brutal. It's like game losing. But dude, Matthias has prepped so much here though. Durdrak getting the Skull Lord though. I don't think Durdrak has prepped nearly as much. He has prepped Valhalla Knights, we know that. And he's prepped Hunting Girl and probably Sword Lord. Also blocked column 5, yeah. And row 5 as well, yeah. No, it was a smart play to go out of your way for all Castle 1 warps for sure. Column 5, row 5, everything's locked down. Let's see it. What's Durdrak up to? Uh-oh. Twitch? Uh-oh. Durdrak's going for second castle. We don't know what Matthias is doing. Don't do this to me. Oh! They're both going second castle! The suspense! No! Matthias' internet! It's dying! Oh no, oh no, oh no, not like this! Not during grand finals! Fuck! Oh. Now loading. We don't know what's happening here. Come on. Oh! Oh my god! They're like a second apart right now. Holy. I think that... Did Matthias prep Skull Lord? I don't remember seeing him do that. But if so, he's going to get sniped. Oh, unless... Yep, there it is. That's Skull Lord snipe. Matthias... Yep, sees that he just got sniped. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Is Matthias also going to get sniped on Valhalla Knights? No way. Oh, but Durdrak's going for the warp as well. Oh, Durdrak's not going for Valhalla Knights. Holy then where is he going? Cthulhu and Fire Demon and Asgal? They're both going for it. Neither of them going for the Valhalla Knight. Oh, shit. They both realized that Cthulhu... They both prepped Cthulhu. Fire Demon's just free. They both have prepped everything up to Asgal here. What else? What else? I imagine Matthias definitely prepped Spectral Swords. But I don't think Durdrak did. Maybe they're just going for all Castle 2 warps. Beelzebub without transforming. This is crazy. What the fuck? Yeah, Mathias must have prepped Skull Lords a long time ago, yeah. Either way. Here comes Cthulhu. Dude, no fucking way Durdrak is making this comeback. Yeah, Mathias gives up on the Cthulhu. He can go for the Spectral Swords. The Fire Demon? Yeah. Mathias needs to go for Spectral Swords, Fire Demon, Dodo Bird, and Asgul right now. To cut off Durdrak's progression right now. Like, Durdrak is going for all Vlad Relics right now. Fuck all Vlad Relics. Mathias! What is happening? Cryo, thank you for the raid. Did Mathias not prep the Spectral Swords, or is he thinking that Asgul is more important? He might be thinking Asgul is more important. I'm not sure. Oh, this is so tough. No, he's going back for it. He just wanted the MP? Is he not going for Asgul? He's not going for the Spectral Sword either. Mathias, what is he going for? No, the players cannot see each other's streams. They are unaware of what the opponent is doing outside of what the board tells them. That's it. Dodo Bird and Galamoth? I guess he's scared of losing to a bingo line instead of just collecting the closest squares to him. He's going for Bees Nuts. That's fair. This one's pretty easy to do without transforming, especially with infinite Buffalo Stars. You just throw Buffalo Stars. Gravity Jump, yep. Throw Buffalo Stars. Gravity Jump. Throw Buffalo Stars. It's a little laggy, but, you know, gets the job done. There's Beelzebub. Durdrak is now aware of where Mathias is exactly. Mathias is probably going for Flame Demon right now. Durdrak sees that in library cards, giving up everything in the second castle to Mathias right now. Oh no, I don't think that was the right play. I think Durdrak was too scared of getting sniped over and over again, so he said, fuck it, let him have it. Demon card kill a imp? Mathias says, I'm waiting. This is too impactful. I'll come back for that later. Fair enough. Let's see the Flame Demon. Fire Demon done. Holy shit. Row 4. Holy shit. Mathias can just win off of row 4. And I think maybe Durdrak saw column 5 as a potential bingo threat, and he's going to go block Scylla now? Is that what he's doing? Oh no! Wait, that doesn't make sense. Maybe in his mind, he doesn't know that Mathias... He doesn't know if Mathias has the Devil Familiar yet or not. He doesn't know if he has Demon Card yet. So his mind is he needs to go get Demon Card? Oh, shit. Yeah, Mathias is going to kill a Dodo Bird right now, which still doesn't give that info to Durdrak yet. Oh, shit. Dude, Durdrak had the lead too, but Mathias, I think maybe showed his hand to Durdrak in a way that scared him off. The Beelzebub without transforming was the correct play. Wow. What an insane match. Yeah, I literally said all Castle 1 warps and all Castle 2 warps. Getting both of those is insanely slow. No one will go for it. Mathias is out here proving me wrong because his current bingo win condition is all Castle 2 warps, which he has a massive advantage over Durdrak on. So even if it comes down to it, if Mathias beelines it, oh, and it's right next to another warp, he's 1 warp away, right? After he gets the reverse demon switch here, once he goes to the life apple in the cave location, he'll get the warp, next to the one that's in the mines, he already has Alrox's warp. I assume he has Alrox's warp, right? Because he went around for it. No, he didn't get Alrox's warp, right? I don't remember if Matthias got Alrox's warp or not. Reverse Alrox specifically. Because he went the other way. Yeah, he doesn't have reverse Alrox. So he needs to get reverse Alrox, and he also needs to get reverse Outer Wall. Yep, Durdrak finally gets Demon card. He's grabbing the warp. And then I think he might be going back to second castle? Is that the plan? Go back to second castle? Shit. I think maybe his plan is he needed to bank on Matthias not having the demon card. But Matthias did. Is defeat Dracula a possible square? We thought about having it as a possible square. It's just too slow, and we were afraid that nobody would ever go for it. So it hasn't come up yet, but maybe in the future. Future possible options. What is this? There we go. Matthias was like missing the breakable wall. Uh-oh, Durdrak. Uh-oh. He's just standing there. He doesn't know what to do. That's rough. Yeah. Wait, Matthias, where are you going? He's just... Oh, because all of Vlad Relics is also on the board. He wants to prep it. Yeah. For this bingo card, I think it would fit in. Most bingo cards are not this insane. This is like the wildest card we've seen in the entire tournament. Even in like practice matches, we've never seen anything this crazy. Durdrak does have reverse all rocks. Matthias doesn't. So he's going to go there now from the mines. This is a little bit of time loss, but I don't think it's enough for Durdrak to make up all warps. I don't even know what the fastest way to collect all warps is. Like, that's just like a routing thing that I've never had to think about in my life. I've never had to think about, what's the fastest way to collect all the warps in the second castle? Fuck if I know. What's Matthias doing here? He's going this way? Maybe to get... Is he getting outer wall first, or... Oh, he's going for the Peanuts room. Yeah, I guess you might as well. Fuck it. Matthias, I think, might be hedging his bets. Because he hasn't seen Durdrak mark a single square in a while. So from Matthias's perspective, he thinks there's a potential that all second castle warps get sniped, which is correct. Like, it's fair to think that. So he's just grabbing squares while he can. It's right there, yeah. So Matthias is also prepping potentially winning through majority, which, I mean, it's 6-9 right now, which is very nice for Matthias. Not so nice for Durdrak. Durdrak is not feeling how nice that is. Yeah, reverse Peanut. Also not killing Galamoth, the coward. Also, Valhalla Knight is still on the board. You know what's crazy? Yeah, there's no way to... I don't think there's a way to not get sniped on it, but if Durdrak went for the counter bingo this whole time instead of going for the Demon Familiar, if he went to kill Alrox with Sword Card summoned, then snipes the Valhalla Knight, and then it's a race to kill Galamoth. The issue is Matthias has the warp, so he could just warp back and just kill Galamoth way faster than Durdrak can, but still. Yeah, this is going to be all warps. No, it's not all warps, right? Because we said Matthews doesn't have the reverse all rocks warp, right? Matthews has the entrance warp, for sure. Matthews also prepping all Vlads as a possible win condition as well in case he gets sniped on something. Very stressful stuff here. Dirjak going for Galamoth? No, he's going for all warps. He has to block all warps. That's what he's going for. Yep. And Matthews is one warp away. He just has to get the one in reverse all rocks' quarters. Which I guess he's going this way for? I guess it makes sense because you're next to Valhalla Knight, so you're going to grab that as well. Matthews is leaving no stone unturned. Making sure he doesn't get sniped by anything. I'm shocked to see Asgal still on the board. Hunting Girl, Sword Lord, and Asgal. There's Valhalla Knight. Matthews is 10 to Durdrak's 6. Matthews going the long way around. How many warps does Durdrak need? He needs outer wall, and that's it? Wait. Am I smoking reefer? Does he just need the outer wall warp? Meanwhile, Matthews need... Wait, is Durdrak gonna block? I think Durdrak has enough time to block here. It's gonna be close. They're literally in the same room. They just passed each other, going opposite directions. Durdrak didn't even grab the relic. Matthews is grabbing this relic, though. Yeah, Matthews is going to grab all Vlad's at least. Which is why he's been prepping all these other squares, because he knew it was possible to get sniped on all warps. So he's prepped a bunch of other squares as well to potentially get him there. So even though he's going to get sniped here, it's not the end of the world, because he's still going to go for all Vlad's. Right? Where? Oh, did he not have that warp either? I guess he was double checking to make sure he had it or something. I don't know what he's doing here, but I think this is all warps for Durdrak. I could be wrong though. Yeah, that's all warps for Durdrak. So now what? Yeah, Durdrak is sitting there like, okay, now what? He's trying to scheme. I'm surprised nobody's gone for this Asgal square yet. I still don't know if Matthews has killed both of the spectral swords in the first castle with Fairy Scroll active. I know he killed one of them. I know he killed the one in the chapel. I don't know if he killed the one in Allrox's quarters. I agree, Jinxed Pixie, that this is pretty damn wild. It's a wild gamer competition for sure. I'm just happy to see like both players are giving it their all. They're not giving up just yet. There's the Asgal. Is that enough? Should be, right? Surely you killed a Sword Lord somewhere, right, Math? Or Durdrak? Durdrak never killed a Sword Lord? That's kind of insane to think about. Uh-oh. Okay, Durdrak. Yeah, Mathias is grabbing the bone. Is this the first ever all Vlads? I don't think so. I think somebody else has gotten all Vlads before. But it is it's a rare square. Obviously, if it keeps showing up, though. Durdrak is, I guess, prepping these guys now. I think Durdrak is just trying to prep as much stuff as he can. Oh, Devil Familiar kill it in? Ooh, shit. Hold on, wait a minute. Is Durdrak going to snipe a potential square here? He doesn't have a lot of MP, though. Dude. Uh-oh. Things can get dicey. Are they both going for it? What are they going for? Uh-oh. Wait, Mathias's Devil Familiar killed? Did he? I missed it. Mathias got the square first. Shit. It did? Wow, so lucky. Mathias clicks the square, so apparently he killed the other one. We're going to need confirmation on that on my end because I'm dumb. And I don't want to look away from the screen, so. Yeah, that's GG's. They just swung faster, yeah. They're still playing? All right. Yo, GG's.
Yo, GG's.
What a insane board.
What
Yeah,
the fuck were you doing for so long? How did you not get the warps? What happened?
He was prepping a bunch of other stuff.
My ass was fucking doing nothing for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I was just prepping a bunch of stuff because I realized you couldn't get any bingos, so I was just trying to go for majority, and that was kind of a for sure play.
Alrighty. Well, I guess we're gonna get set up for the last race here for today. So feel free to take a quick break, and it should be up and running in just a little bit.
Cool.
Alrighty, chat. We're taking a quick break. If you're watching live, if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be like less than a second. But yeah, we'll be back in just a bit here for race number 3, the finale of Grand Finals. Potentially, if Mathias wins, he gets a reset. And has a chance to win the tournament for another set, or Durdrak wins it all right here, right now. Let's find out. Okay, y'all, it's time for the final bingo, potentially, of all time here. Durdrak in the winner's bracket, Mathias in the loser's bracket, both winning one game so far. This is it. For this match in particular, this will be the final race for today. If Mathias wins it, we're going to have a bracket reset. If Durdrak wins it, since he's in the winner side of bracket, having not lost a single match so far, he will be progressing as the winner. Congratulations. So, we'll see. We'll see. Also, timer start. One bingus to rule them all, exactly. Can the bingo card win? True, yeah. Let the bingo card win. Speaking of bingo cards, we have Soul of Bat, Fire of Echo, Echo, and Force of Echo. All of the Bat relics right here. We have Asafune and Reverse Castle. Ooh, Scylla without items, spells, sub-weapons, or equipment. This one is tricky. I think Durdrak is the only person to ever collect this square. He's the only person I think who's practiced the setup for killing Scylla this way. One Valhalla Knight in both castles. Use Gravity Boots on the Librarian. Press the switch between castle entrance and caverns. Defeat Granfaloon. Kill one Lion, Scarecrow, and Tin Man. Talk to Librarian for the first time while in bat form. It's kind of a free square, to be honest, if you do the standard route, but it could conflict with some other routes. Let's see. Collect all familiars. Kill one Venusweed and blue Venusweed. Pick up Soul of Bat with Bat card active. See? See? Now you can't go for both. This is why it could be a little bit tricky here. This might be a square that players save for later. They do a save split to pick it up at the end of the game. We'll see. It does require a little bit of puzzle solving routing here. Defeat Medusa with sub-weapons only. We have 3 Asgals with Fairy Scroll active. Kill Crossmon in second castle without defeating the Crossmon boss. This square keeps showing up, man. Kill Spikeball with Fairy Scroll active. Kill Guardians with Fairy Scroll active. Kill at least 5 Cloak Knights with Fairy Scroll active. Kill 1 Paranthropus in both castles. Visit Barrel Circlet Room. Kill the 3 Spectral Swords. Visit Reverse Spikebreaker Room. Open both Demon Switches. Defeat Aurochs with Sword Familiar summoned. And defeat Hippogriff without Soul of Bat or Gravity Boots. Is that the most rushable square we have on the board right now? Looks like it. That and Talk to Librarian in bat form seem to be the 2 most rushable squares, and that's like 10 minutes into the run. So we're going to see what these players are cooking up. We'll see what they're cooking up. So many damn Fairy Scrolls. We'll see if the players dip in to get Fairy Scroll early, because Spikeball with Fairy Scroll active is also somewhat rushable and does combo with Hippogriff with Soul of Bat. With no Soul of Bat, no Gravity Boots, but Bat Rush feels inevitable. The thing is Bingo does rely on players getting to Soul of Bat early, and most of the time that ends up being the winning play, but there are situations where Durjak in particular has proven that delaying the Soul of Bat pickup can lead to more optimal routes if you're comfortable Mist Wolf Rising or doing the Flea Ladder early game. So it's not out of the question. Last Seed was not one of those cases, but, you know. Both players starting with Fire Sword? Flame Sword? Flame Brand? Fire Brand? My brand? How many total squares am I using to build this board? I believe it's 70 something. It's like 73 total squares. It's honestly very difficult to come up with squares. This is a process that happened months ago, and the squares haven't changed much because of that. But it's actually really difficult to come up with squares that are far enough away from each other that you don't create a bunch of unintended synergies over and over and over again, because the game is pretty small. Right? Because if you create a bunch of square, it's not it's not difficult to come up with unique square ideas, but if you create too many that are all right next to each other, you can create boards where you finish in like 2 minutes. Because it's like, oh, this square is right next to this square, which is right next to this square, and I got a bingo, I'm done. So that's the main limiting factor in creating a bunch of squares, like having a pool of like 150 squares to pull from. That's why a lot of the same squares get shown off over and over and over again. But that's more of a limitation of SotN as a video game and its size, more so than anything else. Like, if the castles were just bigger, we'd be able to create more unique square ideas. Opal found as well. So these players are going to have money. They already have a mana prism. Both players also went out of their way to grab Cube of Zoe early. Probably thinking Medusa with sub-weapons only. Definitely want to keep that alive for right now, especially because it's the center square. Very powerful to get the center square in bingo. It unlocks 4 different bingo line potentials, both diagonals, the row 3 and the column 3. So are bingo squares put into a bingo card generator? Yes, we are using bingosync.com. It is a website that creates speedrun bingo boards. So Bingo Sync is the one that randomizes and creates boards each time. I think Durjak has shown his just raw consistency when it comes to the early game. I feel like Durjak has had a lead all 3 times over Matthias in the early game. And I don't know if it just comes down to more consistency with like movement and combat in general, or if maybe Matthias is taking extra hits. It's hard to quite tell without pulling out the magnifying glass and putting up a deeper analysis here, but all I can say is Durjak's early game is very consistent. Yeah, the issue with tie or square ideas that require picking up specific items is that this is an item randomizer. The previous iterations of SotN Bingo weren't using an item randomizer, therefore they did have a bunch of squares that were like collect Alucard gear or acquire both Rings of Arcana, stuff like that. But we can't do that in this version of the bingo. And adding randomized items has been impactful overall, I think, for player experience, keeping things fresh enough. Each time you play through the seed, you have to think about your items that you've collected more thoroughly. So yes, the librarian would drop something different, and Beelzebub, or the item behind Beelzebub, would be random as well. So you can't guarantee that stuff unless you add vanilla items, specific vanilla items, back in to the preset, which is a possibility for future randos. It's possible. The only thing is I'm scared that would get very complicated very quickly, as players would have to memorize specific vanilla item locations, and other locations would then be randomized. So I don't know. It's tough. Have the librarian pay out with an item could be a square, I guess, through gravity boots. Brother, look on the top right-hand corner of the bingo board, Crackdaw. What do you... It's already a square. But we can't have two squares that are identical. That's what I was talking about earlier. You don't want too many squares that have unintended synergies. Again, I appreciate that you guys are right now in the middle of grand finals, potentially the final race for the entire tournament, trying to give me advice on the bingo square situation, but this has been thought about and worked on from months ago, all right? I may have smoked marijuana. Okay, fair enough. Congratulations. I get it. At the end of the day, I'm happy you guys are invested in it and trying to participate and getting excited about the ideas of how to make the situation better, for sure. And I'm definitely keeping my mind open to that stuff. How does Durdrak have Holy Sword? I've been too busy talking about bingo squares. Durdrak has a whole-ass Holy Sword. A whole-ass sword, if you will. I don't see Matthews with no Holy Sword. It dropped from an enemy. Item randomization, baby. What did I say? That actually does kind of hurt quite a bit for Matthews. I'm not going to lie. Because this, I mean, Durdrak already had the lead, but now it's extended by like another 20 seconds. Which could be overcome by some smart routing. So it's not the end of the world, but... Combat in Symphony of the Night ultimately, at the highest level, like peak optimized Symphony of the Night gameplay, combat is not difficult, right? That's the idea behind having randomized items, because it doesn't make that much of a difference. So, are squares claimed for this one? It's a lockout bingo. So, as soon as a square is claimed, the opponent cannot grab it. They are locked out. The win condition is first to get a bingo line or first to majority wins. Durdrak on his way now to grab Mist, probably, yeah. So both players are taking the standard early game route. Yeah, the Holy Sword drop has definitely been impactful. I'm not going to lie. Ideally, you know, Matthews did lose extra time versus Doppelganger by just not having the cleanest possible fight. He messed up the AI manipulation. So that is one of those things where RNG does matter, but also your consistency as a player does matter as well. So I do like seeing Matthews jump over the Stone Roses. It is slightly faster than using the mist, or not mist, but spells to get past them or trying to kill them. So, will clock be a factor? No, the clock room is always open. Yeah, Matthias is definitely the lead is it's starting to build up for sure. The question is, what will Durdrak do with this lead? Because Durdrak is known for going out of his way to not always beeline it to Soul of Bat. So maybe he learned his lesson from last seed, and maybe he'll skip the back card with back card active. I think he just might. Yeah, no nonsense. Durdrak making his way towards Minotaur Werewolf right now. Yeah, no spike. Yeah, wait, actually, neither player going for Spike Ball with Fairy Scroll. And now the question is, will either player go for Hippogriff? Because this is looking like Durdrak said, fuck it, I'm done messing around. I'm getting Soul of Bat as soon as possible. Because why else would he grab Mist this early? Yep. Prepping the Valhalla Knight as well. Ooh, hold on. Prepping the Paranthropus as well. I guess Durdrak sees the... Oh yeah, the column 4 has both Paranthropus and Valhalla Knight. And Librarian in bat form. Which is essentially free if you rush it. And not only that, he just saved the game. He just saved the game before grabbing Soul of Bat. So he still has pick up Soul of Bat with bat card active as a potential square for later. He just has to reset the game and then load from that save. The question is, will he remember and not overwrite this save? Because that save management is low-key a pretty important part of bingo. Matthias a little bit behind, but is also prepping the same stuff. So I guess they're both, they're both seeing the same potential column 4, which actually does make things a little bit interesting. If Matthias can find a solid weapon here, he could potentially come back. Because all he has to do is, instead of going for Valhalla Knights, he could go for Paranthropus to block the bingo here. He could also do maybe Asgalls to block the bingo. Because as long as he blocks this column 4 bingo, it's not over, right? Matthias will not be talking to the Librarian in bat form first, though. That is for sure. Durdrak is getting that 100%. They both have money, so if the Librarian sells a decent weapon, Matthias is back in this, which is pretty likely, all things considered. I think they have $8,000 because they picked up an Opal. No squares yet. That's the nature of bingo. Sometimes there's a bunch of rushable squares, and other times it's a lot of long game prepping stuff, sniping your opponent on squares that take a long time. Duplicator, maybe? Yeah, it's possible. Tetra Spirit. Interesting strategy here. Yeah, Durdrak says, screw that room. All my homies hate that room. It's true. That room is just awful. Matthias, no! Stop getting hit by the freaking Duron! Doulahan, stupid ass. Cross Shuriken, though. Hold up! If a duplicator is found, that Cross Shuriken is plenty good enough. Yeah, Holy Sword completely destroys Lesser Demon here. Holy Sword, it didn't matter. It didn't. Both players having access to Holy Sword, it didn't matter. I mean, it kind of mattered. Durdrack did get a pretty solid lead. I'm not going to lie. Matthews is going to have to find a way to counter, though. But at the very least, they'll have access to the same sword after Lesser Demon. Matthews going for his own save split here. Keeping the Soul of Bat with Bat card active alive. But neither player is rushing that. It's one of the slower squares because you have to specifically not get Soul of Bat. So there we go. Durdrack does get it. Enters the room while in bat form. That's all you need. Grabs the Jewel of Open Library cards for 200. No duplicator, but did we see anything else? Tolkis Fire Shield. Christogram, but it's too expensive. Fire Shield. Malblung Sword for 2K. Oh, man. Hold on one second. I have to get the door. My doorbell just rang. Oh, no. It was the Ghost of Christmas Past telling me that I need to atone for my sins, and I told him, get out of here, I'm streaming! Don't you understand? This is important! Okay, so far, Matthews finally gets Soul of Bat. Durdrack's a little bit in the lead here. Matthews just barely makes it through the mist gate! Oh shit, he didn't have enough MP! God damn, bro. Yeah, cheap library cards is big. That leaves a lot of routing opportunities for early second castle without feeling too stressed. Bro, I'm sitting the fuck up in my chair right now. This is the potential final match of the bingo tournament. Regardless of what happens here, it is clear to me that both Durdrack and Mathias throughout this bingo experience have been on another level for sure. And it's really awesome to get to see high-level bingo matches like this. Ultimately, that's the reason I threw the tournament, is I just wanted to see people play bingo. And I think I've been validated that this shit is fun. Speaking of watching people play bingo, we did meet the sub goal. We have a new one going on right now for tier 3 subs to help us get that Partner Plus going. But we did meet the previous one, which is going to be me challenging the winner of this bingo tournament to the patented Thug Finals, aka, yeah, you won the tournament, but now you gotta face me. Do I still spin the wheel? I spin the wheel if they want to. If the tier 3 sub wants me to spin the wheel, I'll spin the wheel for them. But the wheel spins were getting out of hand very quickly. Let's see here. Durdrack already in Clock Tower. Killing Karasamon, foregoing the Karasamon square. Where is it?
Tribute. You steal men's souls and make them your slaves.
Jinx Pixie, holy shit. Thank you for gifting a tier 3 sub. It doesn't, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way, but gifted subs, unfortunately, don't count towards Partner Plus, but it's still incredibly nice, and I still get the money from it, obviously. Thank you. Holy. Unfortunately, it doesn't count. Yeah, I know. Here, in case you guys need to know about all the stipulations, because Twitch is annoying about it. What is Durdrack doing? Is he going second castle just right away? With just a Holy Sword to his name? He's like level 12 right now? Is that the correct call? That's one Spectral Sword for Mathias, by the way. Interesting. Rushing to... Both players also gave up the Karasamon square. I guess Matthews hasn't done that yet, but Hippogriff as well, right? Where is it? I'm blind. Yeah, defeat Hippogriff without Soul of Battle Gravity Boots. Rushing Valhalla, Asgol, and Paranthropus. Asgol is going to be tough, but it is possible, yeah, that maybe this column 4 is getting rushed. It's possible. Or maybe... I don't know. We've seen Durdrak conceal information in the past. Matthews again going for this spike ball play. Yeah, Durdrak can get the Hippogriff square. He has a very good save set up for it. There's spike ball with Fairy Scroll active. Matthews has killed both Spectral Swords now with Fairy Scroll active as well. Matthews could also get Cloak Knights with Fairy Scroll active. Oh, Lion Scarecrow Tin Man is also on the board. This left side of the castle is actually kind of cracked now that I'm looking at it. Valhalla Knights, Lion Scarecrow Tin Man, Paranthropus, which has already been prepped. Unfortunate. Oh, actually, wait. Cloak Knights is here. And Durdrak has the... oh, yeah. Durdrak is getting Cloak Knights. Ooh, this is brutal. Is that Alucard Sword? Oh, he doesn't get it in time because he gets stoned. We'll never know. It's probably Alucard. Durdrak, don't worry. That was definitely Alucard Sword. Also, don't die, Durdrak, while you're here, please. That was the 3rd Cloaked Knight. Was that the 5th Cloaked Knight? That was all 5? Really? Oh, he killed 2. The other one. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah, that was 5. That was 5. Matthews going out of his way for Gravity Boots for Librarian, maybe? Oh, he's got a Library card right after grabbing it. So he's going for Library card. He has the Mulblung Sword as well. Oh. Durdrak's best weapon is just the Holy Sword? And he has to kill this Valhalla Knight. Valhalla Knights are notoriously very annoying. But he does it masterfully with the Tetra Spirit, backing up with the backdash. Holy shit. God Gamer. Durdrak grabs a Cross Shuriken, because why not? Holy. No Gravity Boots for Durdrak, though, so... Yeah, I think Matthews is a little confused whether he should go for Gravity Boots now on Librarian or not. And it looks like he is. Is he using his Mana Prism for this? Matthews uses his Mana Prism early just to guarantee this square. Durdrak goes for a full save here? Does he plan to save split and then warp away? After doing this left side stuff? Maybe. Matthews uses the Gravity Boots on the Librarian. Fire Shield for Durdrak. I think Matthews already has the Fire Shield, funny enough. I think he bought it from the Librarian. This is still pretty close. I mean, Durdrak is definitely getting uncontested Paranthropus. Guardian, maybe he might be able to do. Lion Scarecrow Tin Man for sure. If he wanted to, he could go for Medusa after. He could also do Reverse Spikebreaker Room. I don't know. Honestly, I wonder if Matthews' plan is maybe go for a sneaky bingo somewhere. Like column 5 bingo looks really hard to beat, actually. Column 5 bingo, if you set it up right, could be pretty tough. You'd have to prep a lot of familiars. Obsidian Sword drop, interesting. There's gonna be Lion Scarecrow Tin Man here in a second. He has to kill Tin Man. He has Holy Waters? Okay, he gets it. Matthews is well aware that Durdrak is in the second castle. Matthews has to hold strong, thinking that his prep time in the first castle is going to pay off, but we'll see. What is the possibility of row 4 for Matthews? Well, considering row 4 has already been blocked by Durdrak, I'm going to say 0%. 0% chance Matthews goes for row 4. Thank you for tuning in for Math Analysis with DB. More at 11. And there's Paranthropus as well. Yeah, that's going to lower that 0% chance to an even lower 0% chance for that row 4. Milk Bob, how you feeling about Matthews' chance at row 4?
It's looking really bad right now, considering both the two squares have already been taken.
I agree, Milk Bob. Matthews, you need to summon your boy. Matthews, summon your boy. He didn't summon him. He's throwing. Matthews, what are you doing? He's literally forgoring. He picked up the fucking thing, but you have to summon him to get the square. What are you marking the square for? Where's the sword familiar? He literally doesn't know. He lacks critical information. Oh, no. That's so rough to do in finals, man. The bingo brain has got him, dude. He got bingo brained. I have to let him know. He technically has another 15 seconds to unmark it, but 10 seconds. Two, one. Yeah, I gotta let him know. Hey, Matthews, letting you know that the Sword Familiar was not summoned for the All Rock skill.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Yep. So that square is now no longer available to Matthews, which honestly, unfortunately, means that if Durdrak gets the 3 Asgals with Fairy Scroll, that is essentially an auto win. And he's right next to Asgals anyways. So yeah, that's really unfortunate. As long as Durdrak gets these Asgals kills, he has infinite time to get this bingo, because Matthews is locked out of that square now. Yeah. Will Durdrak use it? I imagine so if he's going for this line. Very unfortunate. Yeah. Rules are rules, and these are the rules we've been playing with for the entirety of the bingo format. These players knew. This has come up before, the Sword Familiar not getting summoned. I think that happened with Durdrak on a previous round, where he forgot to summon Sword Familiar and lost a game because of it. He ended up winning that match, but I believe that was versus... It was his first match, maybe? His first round? But this has happened, and it happened to Durdrak. Durdrak did the same thing, but it didn't end up losing him the match, I don't think. Also, these Asgals... Oh, it reset the room. Yeah, Durdrak. Yeah. Killing Asgals without insane firepower is genuinely tough. There's a reason why it is the square that it is, so... He has killed one, though. Yeah. Ooh, but... What if he dies, though? Epic soul steal, though. Get back to full HP. This Asgall square is really slow. There's no way that Durdrak fucks around on the square long enough for Matthias to get over there with Maulblung Shield and Shield Rod, or sorry, and Fire Shield, and just melt them, right? There's no way. It would be too cinema. Did Durdrak even get a kill there? I didn't see. Was he able to kill one? If so, this should be his last one. I assume so, if he's willing to reset the room that quickly. I mean, there is an audio cue that plays. Yep, he clicked it. So there it is. And he's resetting the game. I think this was his plan all along. Wow. That's so unfortunate for Matthias. Damn. I think his plan was to go for this column 4 bingo. Maybe not. His save is at Reverse Coliseum. You know he killed one because of the level up from it. Makes sense. He's got a library card? Okay. I think Durdrak said, listen, it's been real, it's been fun, but I was handed the potential to, you know, win from bingo, so I'm going to do it. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's going for GG's here. And in all honesty, I don't blame him. The rules are the rules. And they are that way for a reason. It is really unfortunate for Matthias. He put so much effort into blocking that too. And to be fair, I don't know if that would have ended up mattering in the long run. Because even if this square had been blocked, it's still 6-2. It's going to be 6-3. But Durdrak has row 2 potential as well. And like, Durdrak also had priority on a lot of stuff in the second castle. I don't know. I don't know. Crazy Four Blades, triple checking, making sure, but does confirm that Durdrak got all 3 kills on those Asgalls. Makes sense. Yeah, I think the issue with equipping Sword Card and Familiar, in particular, is that he lags the game. They're playing on the standard emulation core. It's very similar to playing on a PlayStation 1. So that extra lag is something you want to avoid if you're trying to optimize everything, but I think he just literally forgot last possible second. But on the bright side, we can confirm that Matthias is definitely not listening in on the stream, because I screamed, Matthias, what are you doing? Equip the Sword Card, and he didn't do it. So if at the very least he's honest. But yeah, Durdrak, I respect it. Just saying, listen, you gave me a win opportunity. I'm gonna take it. I respect it. I respect it. I think Durdrak was already in a very commanding position regardless. So yeah, and Matthews is trying to counter bingo right now, which, I mean, it could have maybe gotten into an interesting situation, but Durdrak would have had priority on Barrel Circlet. You know, Durdrak also has a better save for killing Hippogriff. His save is in the Coliseum. I think no matter what, Durdrak was probably winning this. There was maybe an outside chance Matthews could have done it, but, you know, Sword Card not being summoned is unfortunately gonna do it. And there it is. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, GG's.
That is not how I would have chosen this to go down, but
It was incredibly unfortunate.
GG's.
Yeah. I was thinking too much ahead and completely forgot to equip it.
Yeah, that happened to you once as well, Durdrak, right? You killed Allrox forgetting the sword, or am I thinking of somebody else? I feel like that happened at least once in this tournament.
It happened. Well, it didn't happen to me in tournament. It happened to me in like our practice or like testing phase.
Oh, okay.
But I had a save and did notice and didn't mark it when it happened to me, so I didn't like get locked out of the square or anything like that. Obviously, because it was before the tournament anyway, so no one was checking my screen.
Yeah.
To make sure.
Makes sense. But yeah, it is unfortunate that that's the way that it goes, but I think you also had a very commanding lead regardless. This would have been a really tough comeback for Matthias.
I was very worried about, and like when I got to the Asgals, if you didn't come in and say something about the Olrox square, I was getting a little worried about the left side of the board and the right side of the board, because I needed to go to basically like two very far apart places of the castle to block those two bingos. I had to go to either Barrel Circlet Room, or I had to go get a blue Venus Suite and the library card and get the red Venus Suite in First Castle, and I hadn't even gone to Caverns yet. Yeah. So it was going to be pretty difficult for me to block those.
Yeah, I can see that. You definitely would have priority on Barrel Circlet at that point, I'm pretty sure, because Matthias pretty much spent the entirety of the seed in the First Castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering where the plays were, like what he was wanting to go for. I'm guessing it was either the left or the right side was kind of like where you were setting up for.
Yeah, exactly. But after the Allrox incident, let's call it that way, I just knew that there was nothing I could have done, so I just tried to go to Asgal since you were doing left side, but even then you would have priority on that, so...
Yeah, I was entering the reverse Coliseum when he unmuted to tell you about the Olrox.
Yeah.
So it took me a damn while to get those Asgals, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, they are jerks.
So. And I don't know what that sword was that dropped in Clock Tower, but the Medusa heads fucking beat me off of it, dude. I couldn't.
Surely it was Alucard's sword. It was just Alucard's sword.
Yeah,
don't worry
surely
about it.
It was Alucard. But yeah, GG's. It was a fun event, regardless of the maybe anticlimactic ending to it.
Well, I appreciate you guys participating in it. You both performed incredibly well, all things considered. I'm very much considering trying to do another bingo event and maybe revamping the rules, revamping the squares, maybe trying to find ways to just freshen things up a little bit. But I appreciate you guys for participating in it, and I'll reach out soon as far as like prizing and a potential match, Durdrak, if you would like to maybe schedule us going for our own 1v1, but it doesn't have to happen.
All right, Thug Finals.
Yeah,
right?
we can do that whenever, though. We don't have to stress about trying to set that up right away, but...
That'll probably be after the new year. I've got a bunch of stuff
That's
going on.
Perfectly fine with me. Sounds good. But yeah, GG's to you both. I'll reach out soon. And congratulations, Durdrak, on winning the tournament.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, chat. It's been a lot of fun. It's been real. It's been great. Thank you, Milk Bob, my glorious co-host. Do you have any final words?
This tournament is bullshit. You should be ashamed of yourself. Don't stop. You're silencing me.
All right, get out of here, you fucking weirdo. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Join the live stream, twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, if you want to come watch live and chat with us and have fun in the live chat. Post your favorite emotes. But that's it for this tournament. Another tournament starting soon, potentially. Probably not from me, but, I'm sure somebody's out there throwing a tournament. See you later, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.